Mike, you said, what are we doing building bridges in Kandahar when there are bridges in America that need rebuilding? I think you were echoing that's what the Conference of Mayors said, whatever. Right. Interestingly, the line from the president's speech that seems to be bugging conservatives the most was, quote, America, it is time to focus on nation building here at home.
Yeah. Yeah,
conservatives aren't liking that.
Well, for the past couple of years, he's been saying that we're not engaged in nation building there. And again, there's all sorts of issues here. He actually had the nerve to bring in, I give him credit for being, brave to do this. He brought in the issue of Libya. He talked about being pragmatic, finally. Well, again, I go back to an earlier point. Being pragmatic would have meant we would have had a discussion, an honest discussion in this country about why Afghanistan is important to our national security once we cleared Al-Qaeda hasn't been using that as a base of operations in a significant way for years, frankly. So,
but we want to, if he says we're doing it to kill Gaddafi, I'm behind it. Like, if you say what the mission is, and the mission is killing Gaddafi, I'm saying, because that guy killed Americans.
Yeah, but look what's going to happen. Once you get Gaddafi out of there, we're back in it's rinse, wash, repeat. Now we got to, rebuild Libya? Because that place is turning quickly into a mess, the longer we constrict this place. So, we don't seem to ever learn, I guess is my point.
Have you seen Gaddafi's hair? There's no rinsing, there's no washing, and there's no repeating. I question everything you just said.
Yeah?
What do you got, Levy?
Yeah, nothing.
You're back where you started.
I mean, we're in a quagmire here.
We are.
Yes.
Yeah. We should recall this show Quagmire.
You better cut and run.
Where do we always end up?
Yeah. Just quickly, job situation sucks, and women won't date unemployed guys. First of all, as far as I can tell, women won't date employed guys either.
Oh, sorry, Andy.
This is from a guy.
Single tier.
Yes, this is how he gets women.
Yeah.
Single tier. Single tier.
Look.
And now the panties.
Greg, you said 1/5 of all men of prime working age are watching judge shows in their boxers, which leads me to believe there should be a lot of jobs available on judge shows.
Perhaps.
And also among maybe boxer manufacturers.
That is also a good point because one problem creates a solution.
Yeah.
They're looking for a lot of bailiffs ever since Rusty passed away.
Oh, rip Rusty.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a tattoo that says Rip Rusty. Has nothing to do with him, though.
Nothing whatsoever.
That was your porn name, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry, you said to Greg,
Senior
quote,
circuit.
by the way, that was really articulated about human beings and evolution.
Oh, dude, shut up.
You see the,
shut up. Yeah,
you see,
okay.
But you see the irony there,
Yeah,
right?
I get the irony.
It was I couldn't.
By the way, you busted me. But he was really articulated nice. So shut up, Levy.
He was articulated good, I thought.
He was articulated good.
Yeah. Just lastly, Wimbledon officials say grunting is bad for the sport. First of all, I totally agree. But Mike, you said you're old enough to remember the heyday of tennis on TV with McEnroe, Connors, Ili Nastase. Right. I actually feel like you're old enough to remember Bill Tilden.
Oh, that's a knee slapper. Well done, you. Yeah.
See, Mike.
Yes?
Because you're old.
Yeah. Oh, he just buried
More
the
irony.
More
irony.
No, I am. I admit it. I'm years older than I look.
Also, that said, I do agree with you. Once the rackets got big in tennis, the game got boring.
So true.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Andy. You know what I never get tired of?
What's that?
Watching a little tennis. Oh, I don't think I've laughed that hard.
That is good.
I don't know. All right, coming up. For decades, Mike Baker carefully watched people, learning their most intimate details. Then he joined the CIA. When we return, nothing at all pertaining to that. But first, they were guilty of a very sexy crime. What kind of sexy crime? Let's just say they named a drink after it. That's right, an Arnold Palmer.
Oh, my Lord.
Wow.
Did you hear that?
Great.
By the way, if anybody's heard me, I just said the CIA rocks.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. All right.
That was the worst timing ever.
Oh, that was great.
You know, we used to take the beginning of each segment seriously. Now it's all gone to hell. Well, they allow men in drag, but not jeans that sag. Yep, less than a week after a college hoops player was arrested after he refused a U.S. Airways employee's request to pull up his pants, a man wearing women's undies was allowed to fly the airline. Look, they put a unicorn in front of his crotch because you could see everything. The woman who took the pic says other passengers complained about his attire, but airline workers ignored them. Interesting. And U.S. Airways spokeswoman says the employees were correct not to ask him to cover up quote, adding, quote, we don't have a dress code policy. Obviously, if their private parts are exposed, that's not appropriate. So if they're not exposing their private parts, they're allowed to fly. I must say, this sounds like a story we should discuss in the
lightning round.
Baker, there's a lot of weird things going on here, and I know you like to fly feeling free. So, like to dangle.
Yeah.
Should he be allowed to fly like that?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No, absolutely not. I mean, honestly, if I was flying, you know, I have kids.
Yeah.
If I had brought one of my kids on, or all of them, 17 of them.
Yes.
You know, no, I would have been horrified. And you know, look at that.
U.S. Air
picture.
Yeah, that's bad.
That guy actually flew like that? I think this is amazing, and I hate people who call stuff racist. But Kaylee, they took a black guy off the plane and arrested him for baggy pants, and they let this joker on. What's going on?
Yeah, no, you're right, but at the same time, I still find it a bit ludicrous that the New Mexico football player with the saggy pants attorney is saying that racism played a part in this. He has no evidence of that.
But this almost lends it. This is a far more ridiculous outfit.
But these were two different pilots, two different flight attendants. So.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the policy of U.S. Airways suggests, I know what you're saying, that it's apples and oranges.
Right.
But still, I prefer to say it's racist for no reason at all.
As do the liberals.
Terry, if they didn't let him fly, wasn't the worry that the people would say U.S. Airways is like anti-transgender or what would you call it? What's the phrase? He's not transgender. He's
Transvestite.
Transvestite?
That's not transvestite.
Translucent.
Translucent.
Are you talking about the gown or?
Yeah, the gown was translucent.
Okay.
Right? Do you think they were worried?
You noticed, by the way, you noticed the CIA guy didn't know that word.
Yeah, because the CIA never dresses up and
Pointing that out.
You know, the thing about the baggy pants, I see guys like that, and they're idiots, because you know why? If a zombie war comes or Godzilla, they're not going to be able to run away.
Exactly.
So that's bad. But that guy, I think me and Mike could look even better than that guy.
I think
again.
Why did he Bill? He's obviously posing there, and B, why can't your dad cover up when he flies?
Well, that's to Baker's point. I mean, what about my kids? What about my kids? What about his kids? Stop making fun of my old man. I told you I'd get you on Red Eye, Pop. Call me, buddy.
Anything for a little
miss you.
airtime.
We miss you.
Yeah.
Have
all
fun
right.
in the Poconos.
And by the way, you can't return those to Victoria's Secret.
Oh, you can.
You can?
After what he did in them, no. A lot of times you can.
All right. Time for another break, and remember to check out the new Red Eye podcast. There's a new one every day. To catch them, go to foxnewsradio.com and click on Red Eye. Tonight we talked about the classic world known as Jackass. Congressman Alcee Hastings has been accused of sexually harassing a staff member. But more important, you may remember him from this video.
Apotomophilia, asphyxophilia, orogynophilia, chorophilia, exhibitionism, fetishism, frotteurism, gerontosexuality, incest, kleptomania, chrysomophilia, necrophilia, patrialesia, pedophilia, sexual masochism, sexual sadism, telephone cytologia, toucherism, transgenderism, transsexual, transvestite fetishism, Europhilia, voyeurism, and zoophilia.
I don't even care if we do this story. That awesome clip was from 2009. An outraged Hastings was apparently mad that sex acts and fetishes were listed in an amendment to a hate crimes bill that he had to read over. Bill, how did he get a hold of your diary?
I was going to say, I don't care about what he did. I just want to go to that part. That's awesome. He said zoophilia, didn't he?
He did.
Not clear what it is, but I'm intrigued.
Do you know, were you familiar with any of those?
I think he actually said catphilia, which we got to check with Andy about.
Yeah.
It sounded like a vocal exercise that an actor would do before, getting on set.
It was building up, wasn't it?
Building up. He brought up what frotterphilia? Wait, frotterage? That's basically what happens in every New York subway. A guy rubs up against you. That's what frottage is. But I've never heard actually it articulated.
He liked toucherism though, didn't he? He said it twice. Toucherism.
You think you ever lived that clip down?
I hope not, but he did leave out Pakistanism.
Yes, that is true.
All
right.
The things that are said on our House floor, it's amazing. You have Democratic congressmen calling the Republicans Nazis, this guy listing sexual diseases, Harry Reid advocating cowboy poetry funding.
What are you
Come
gonna?
on,
What
does it
can you
all come
say?
to?
What can you say?
Alcee
Except
Hastings, by the way, sorry.
Yeah,
I gotta move.
Yeah,
Alcee Hastings was the one who called the drug test for welfare recipients unconstitutional.
There you go.
Just a little.
Florida couple was arrested for having sex for more than half an hour on Treasure Island Beach before sunset in front of 50 beachgoers and restaurants, patrons, some of them children. Terry, since I cut you off, we would not care about this story if she wasn't so damn cute.
I can't take my eyes off it.
See, that is the. I mean, come on, Mike, the greatest mugshot ever.
No, honestly, are you kidding?
Oh, we're talking about the girl.
Yeah, that's got to be about 10 seconds after the act occurred, because that is sex hair right there.
Look how happy she is, though, to be arrested.
I know. No, she feels great. Kaylee, should they go away for life?
Death penalty.
Yes.
Undoubtedly. And let this be a lesson. Get a room. Get a room. Like, that's it.
Can you show the picture of her again? And Bill, this girl. I looked her up on Smoking Gun. Has been arrested a couple of times. She is a barrel of laughs, isn't she?
Oh, I hope she's single soon. Oh, no, you know what? I take that back. I think I speak for the families. Excuse me. I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up.
This is getting to you.
The families, the people that work at Treasure Island,
Yes.
various passerbys, thank you. Thank you so much. That was amazing. What a show.
I got to say, I have to be the sensible one here before we move on, and that is you don't do that sort of thing in front of kids.
Unless you look like that.
No, not unless you look like that, Bill. You can't add an addendum to something that I'm saying.
I consider myself a big kid, and I'm fine with it.
Can you imagine all the kids' dads were rushing over there to insist that she stop?
Yeah.
My little son's over there.
Let me ID her for the cops. I want to get a good look.
All right.
Get back, son.
We're going to close things out with the post-game wrap-up from TV's Andy Levy. To see clips of recent shows, go to foxnews.com/redeye. Oh, yeah, coming up tomorrow on the next Red Eye, a killer show. Return appearances from Carrie Keegan, comedian Joe DeRosa, and attorney Masa Sairiaki. Once I can pronounce somebody's name really well, Andy, I love it.
That's great. Hey, Terry, what are you up to later today?
Hey, troopathon.org is tomorrow. It's a charity for, it's a great charity that sends care packages overseas to troops. And I want to give a special notice to one of my best friends, another Green Beret, who just had a baby named Axel. Axel, we love you, and my friend's going to be a great.
What a great name, Axel.
Axel, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that kid's not going to get a tattoo by the time he's 7.
No.
Hey,
I'll be doing a little Troopathon interview tomorrow or later today as well.
I may be doing it.
Nah, you're not.
I'm supposed to, but I've been doing it for 2 years, and I don't know if I can do it tomorrow, but I'm going to try.
All right. Hey, Kelly, what's today's RealReaganConservative.com article about?
Yes, it's about the governor that no one's talking about. So you have to go on to RealReaganConservative.com to find out who it is.
All right. Who is it?
I'm not telling.
Good.
Go to the website.
Oh, very good.
All right.
Very good.
Almost got it out of her, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, almost.
Who is it?
I'm not telling.
Ooh, that's a harsh technique there,
I'm
Andy.
not telling. The ombudsman should know,
You know
by the
what?
way.
You know what? I don't want to know.
That's his other way of getting information.
Yeah. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Not telling
No,
you.
I don't want to know.
Nope.
Hey, Mike, what are you plugging this week?
No, we used to do that, with the detainees. Yeah. No, really, I don't want to know.
Exactly.
No, you know what? I'm heading out this weekend. I'm heading out to Denver for a big fundraiser for TAPS. Which Red Eye has been kind enough to say very good things about, and they're having a very large fundraiser out there. Should be an excellent time. TAPS. Go on the web and find it and support it.
Excellent. Back to you, Greg.
Thank you, Andy. Great job tonight, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No, thanks.
No, please. Thank you.